4 to 6 weeks. They will have Kyrie Irving in the mix because the game's being played in D.C. So here's the deal. The Nets are currently a half game back from the 1 seed in the East behind both the Bulls and the Heat. But remember, as of right now, Kyrie cannot play in any games in New York because of the vaccine mandate. So Jay Williams back here with us. Jay, the 1 seed means home court, and home court right now means no Kyrie. So how much should the Nets value home court advantage? Because this is a unique situation here.
Well, the Nets should be competitive, right? But I actually think this is perfectly set up for them because now you need James Harden to do exponentially more, averaging 22 points per game. He hasn't averaged that since his 3rd year in the league, right? So now he needs to do more. You take your time with bringing Kevin Durant back off that sprained MCL.
Yep.
And then if you happen to fall to the 5th or the 6th seed, the 7th seed, like if I'm the Nets, I'm completely fine with that. As long as my big 3 is on the court the majority of the games in the series, I'm not saying to go out and sandbag games. I'm just saying if you have to take your time extra with Kevin Durant, I'm okay with being in that fix because if you're in that seed range, now all of a sudden, Stephen A., now you have Kyrie Irving on the floor for not a home court advantage for another team. It's called a home court disadvantage. Like I've seen what they were able to do to the Chicago Bulls in Chicago when Kyrie, James Harden, and Kevin Durant are hitting on all cylinders. And if you got the majority of your games with those 3 on the floor, then I don't care about home court advantage. Home court advantage don't mean nothing to me with those 3 dudes on the court. Don't mean nothing. And it doesn't mean I'm not being as competitive because I know how you're going to try to twist something. Whatever the hell gives me the best advantage to win a world championship, an NBA championship.
Right. So before I go any further with this, let me make sure, because I want to get you on the record.
Yeah, you're going to clarify.
You're on national television. Are you an advocate of the Nets losing enough games where they'd end up being the road team more than being the home team for the sole express purpose of ensuring that the part-time player that is Kyrie Irving is available? Are you advocating
you get me so frustrated with
Are
this
you
stuff.
advocating that? Jay Williams?
Can I have some water in this? I'm going to need this.
Yeah, get him some water. Get him some water.
Please have
get
some
water,
water,
Russ. Thank you very much. Go ahead and get some water. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah, I got a bottle right here. You need it? Hold on, Russ. You need it?
First off,
here you go.
Thank you. First
go
off,
ahead.
You know who I am.
That's why I'm asking.
You know how competitive I am.
I can't ask the question. I can't ask the question.
All I'm saying,
I can't
if it happens that I'm going to take my time bringing Kevin Durant back, that we happen to fall into that seed range that allows us to have our big 3 on the court, that gives us the best chance to win.
Right.
If it happens that way, fine. But I'm not chasing a top seed just to have home court advantage. I'm trying to win, but if I happen to lose, I'm okay with that.
All right, I'm going.
There you go. Is that a way of answering the question?
No. Because see, I'm switching now, and I love the fact that this is frustrating you because various times you come on this show, we supposed to just give a perspective and a take. What you do is you turn into Mike Wallace or Ed Bradley or somebody asking a bunch of questions. So now I'm reversing.
I do.
Yes, I don't ask questions. I give you my position. But you ask questions. Now it's my turn.
Sure.
So let me answer this question.
Ask away.
What if Kevin Durant were not hurt? And Kevin Durant, James Harden.
Different scenario.
Kyrie, no. What I'm saying is at that particular moment in time, because the part-time player that is Kyrie Irving.
You're so fixated on the
playing
part-time.
at home,
So
right?
fixated on
I am. So what I'm saying to you is that would you be an advocate of them being the road team instead of the home team for the express purpose of Kyrie Irving being available?
Why is this man asking me hypothetical questions? I'm telling you what
That's
is.
not a hypothetical.
What if Kevin Durant wasn't hurt? He is hurt. What are you talking about?
No.
He is hurt. I'm giving you my perspective.
Kyrie ain't hypothetical. That ain't hypothetical.
But you're fixated on this part-time thing. And by the way, I heard you yesterday, which was so disappointing from you.
Yeah.
That you're going to turn this into a negative spin.
I try to disappoint you a lot.
Well, you do, especially with this topic.
No, it's actually with nothing else. It's really Kyrie Irving. That's where you and I disagree.
Go ahead, man.
It's nothing else. Man. I'm saying there's really nothing else we disagree about if you really think about it. We usually agree on most things. Kyrie Irving is where we part like the Red Sea.
Because you said it would be a disgrace if the Nets won the championship. Tell me what you did say, because I heard you, but I want to hear you say it live.
It would be terrible for the game of basketball. I said it on NBA Countdown.
I'm gonna pray for
I said
you.
on First Take.
I'm gonna pray for you.
I'm gonna say it all year long.
I'm praying for you.
One of the worst things, and remember, this is coming from me.
Okay.
I'm Knicks first, New York
That's
always.
fine. Okay.
Right? This is the exception. If the Brooklyn Nets who have compromised themselves, capitulated to Kyrie Irving. If they
capitulated,
yes, I said.
Interesting.
I said it.
They've acquiesced to Kyrie.
I didn't go to do. I didn't go to do.
Capitulate is a big word. What are you talking about?
But I'm intelligent.
So they're acquiescing to Kyrie's demands, is what you're saying.
I didn't say demands. I said capitulating to the wishes of Kyrie Irving.
To the wishes.
If Kyrie Irving's Brooklyn Nets were to win the championship, it's bad for basketball.
Wishes.
It's bad for basketball.
What are Kyrie Irving's wishes?
It's bad. What are you talking about?
You said capitulated to Kyrie Irving's
Kyrie
wishes.
Irving ain't playing home games.
Is that's a Kyrie Irving wish?
Well, you know what? As far as I'm concerned, he can change it. He can change it. He can change it. But he isn't, and that's fine. And that's fine. But what I'm saying to you is this: Kyrie Irving being available for just road games, and him playing for the Brooklyn Nets under those conditions, after they initially said, "No, you all in or you all out." I believe that if the Brooklyn Nets win the championship, it would be bad for basketball. And let me explain why.
Okay, go ahead.
Because as I've said to you on many occasions in the past, and we ain't gonna get into the vaccine and all that stuff, because I truly understand, people have different opinions about it, and I'll leave it alone. I don't touch it, right? But I've said this, and I'll say it to you again.
Okay.
That wasn't the first time Kyrie Irving has been off from work. And the reality of the situation is that this brother, and I'm not saying he don't work hard on his game and also he's spectacular. We all know he's superstar, he's box office. I'd give him $50 million a year. This is the other thing I said. I'd never give him a long-term contract again. He's not.
I'm okay with that. The last part of that, that's what you want to do.
I'd make him one of the highest paid players in the league, but it would be 1 year at a time to ensure that he's going to show up to work to earn his money. And I'm saying to you, if he wins and they win, watch how you got a whole bunch of people in the league that's going to feel like it's cool.
Because you start this kind of stuff.
I do.
You know what the narrative should be for the NBA?
Me?
Do you want to know what narrative I would perpetuate?
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
If I had your platform, which we kind of do in the same way I come on before you.
Yeah, you do have a 4-hour platform.
I do.
You do.
I talk about how great it is that the league is working with cities, with players who are unvaccinated and vaccinated to work together to come to an ultimate goal about having an NBA championship. I don't take negative twist on the scenario and say how disgraceful it's going to be. You use this word all the time. I watch all your rankings every single weekend, NFL games. You got Cardinals up there. You got the Cowboys. You say it's fluid.
It's fluid. It's fluid.
Isn't life fluid, Stephen A?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Isn't there a different way we felt a couple months ago to compare to the way we feel right now? Doesn't that deserve to be in the scenario?
Gentlemen, speaking of fluid, I'm the matriarch of the show. I actually know your schedule. You need to be on radio.
See?
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt the debate.
I didn't plan it. You
playing it with
talking. I didn't plan it.
You just second take from me. I got like 20.
You're about to miss your radio hit.
Go ahead, man.
Do you have anything else you want to say before you go?
All I'm saying,
it's
starting to become a big issue with me on how I feel like you lament Kyrie every single day.
Well,
it's like you're attacking this man's character left and right every single day. He hasn't said anything.
To be continued, but let me say this to you. I don't give a damn.
I know you don't.
Hold on, let me finish. I don't give a damn if it's a big issue with you. I don't give a damn if you talk about it every morning. I don't give a damn what you think I think about Kyrie Irving. I spit facts when it comes to that.
That's your opinion.
And I said,
don't conflate your opinion with facts. Stop conflating your opinion with facts. Just because Stephen A yells it doesn't make it right. It don't make it factual.
Excuse me. You ain't timid. You yell.
Oh, because you're making me yell.
I ain't making. Oh, you ain't control yourself.
What is my demeanor mostly? I sit back and I listen. My demeanor is I sit back and I listen.
Did Kyrie Irving skip out on this team last year because of the riots at the U.S. Capitol?
Do you know what happened last year with the George Floyd? Was that not an emotional time for you? Were you not on TV every single day talking about how it was to be as a black man?
We were at work.
And my thing.
We were at work. Everybody else showed up to work.
That's how you choose to look at your job.
You're making a pass.
I don't make it a pass.
You're an apologist.
Oh, now I'm a Kyrie Irving apologist.
Absolutely.
I've been on TV.
I never said that about anybody else. I've never said that about anybody else.
I've been on TV.
Kyrie Irving, yes.
I've been on TV and I have criticized moves that Kyrie made when he was in Boston.
I didn't say you did.
But you're calling me a Kyrie Irving
about this,
because
Jay.
these are unprecedented.
About this, Jay.
I'm sorry, Molly.
No, it's fine. I just didn't want you to miss the radio hit.
I didn't say that about anything else you said about Kyrie. About this issue with the Nets, yes. You have been an apologist. You're damn right.
You're holding it against Kyrie that the Brooklyn Nets were the team that told him, you know what? We can't have you be because it's going to mess up with our team chemistry.
I'm holding it against
you. Go
Kyrie
ahead.
Irving.
All right. Now, you know what, Kyrie? Things have changed a little bit because it's fluid, like Stephen A. Smith
I'm
said.
holding it.
Now come on back.
I'm holding it against
But it's
Kyrie.
a disgrace.
I'm holding it against Kyrie Irving that he coaxed a whole bunch of brothers into making commitments.
Giannis and the Bucks. So is John Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. The Grizz are third in the West. The Bucks fifth in the East. Both have been having incredible seasons thus far and have been mentioned in the MVP combo. Giannis currently has the second shortest MVP odds, just behind Steph Curry, while Morant still remains outside the top 5. Thank you, Jay Will. I need to change the
What's he
energy.
doing here?
I
Good to
don't
be back.
even want to look
What's
at
he
Jay
doing
Will.
here?
I'm so glad everything's okay. I just wanted to say, this is for you. Welcome back. You know, just your team's hat. I know we have a suit on the line, and things are not looking great. Hopefully my Duke guys can help you out.
What was the bet again?
It was a Tom Ford suit.
All right, well, I'm saying, but what was the bet in terms
How
of
much
what
does
the
a
Knicks have
Tom
to do?
Ford suit cost?
I don't own any. He does. He will be a better indicator on that for me personally.
About at least 4,000.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But what was the bet exactly? Like the Knicks had to do what?
You guys have to make it to the Eastern Conference semifinals. Yeah.
Let me
it's not
check right
looking-
now. Are they 11th in the
Yeah,
East? Are they below 500, the Knicks? And they have like the worst record at home,
No.
record breaking.
Carl Anthony Towns played well last night in the Garden.
Yeah.
That's hope.
You know what? Thank goodness you came here to humble folks. But let's focus.
I don't like Jay.
I
Go
love
ahead.
you. I love you. I just
Yeah.
It's my
want you
brother.
to
I love
remember.
him. I don't like him. I love him, but I don't like him.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I can relate.
Okay. Sure
Stephen
you
A.,
can.
would you rather have Ja or Giannis in these playoffs?
I got to tell you. Listen, Giannis is an obvious answer. Let me say this to you. Let John Morant keep ascending. And I might go with Ja. I think it's a discussion. Giannis is Giannis. And I get that. And he's the reigning finals MVP, reigning champion. He's a former league MVP, defensive player of the year. I mean, the guy's phenomenal. I get all of that. Giannis is Giannis. But we don't know what the hell Ja gonna be. And see, I will confess to you, I'll give you something to laugh about. Because I've been going through it emotionally.
Yeah, I've been watching the
my
tweets.
Knicks,
Yeah.
with my Knicks. And let me tell you, this is what I can't stop thinking about. I'm just gonna throw myself on the guillotine here.
Okay.
I think about Steph Curry, and all I keep thinking about over the last few months is the New York Knicks had the 8th pick, 2009, and he went 7th. And the reason why I keep thinking about that is because all these recent 30-point performances by R.J. Barrett got everybody excited. We've never confused him with Ja Morant. New York Knicks had the 3rd pick. Ja Morant goes number 2. I mean, you can't make this up, okay? And then when you couple that with that damn Phil Jackson, great, phenomenal coach, but just garbage as a Knicks executive, sitting up there. I'm on New York radio screaming at the world. Donovan Mitchell to the high heavens. He grabs Frank Ntilikina.
And he's from out here too,
the
Donovan Mitchell.
R.J. Barrett draft. As much as I like R.J. Barrett, and I'm proud of him because he started using his right hand. Remember, we couldn't get the number 2 pick. We fell at number 3. Who was the dude on the air saying, Darius Garland out of Vanderbilt. This brother can play.
I mean, we could
New
do
York
this.
Knicks
How
need
many,
a
Monday
how
morning
many
quarterback.
decades
Oh, no,
can we do this right now?
but I'm just saying.
I hear you.
Go back
No,
to
I'm
the
with you.
tape.
I'm with you.
It's all there. I was saying all that. And I was everybody
Yeah.
like, oh, Steven, shut up.
Yeah.
Steven, shut up. And they just dismissed it. And I'm watching all of this now. And damn it, Jay, it hurts. It hurts.
You
man.
were in perpetual
It
purgatory.
hurts because I look at Ja Morant. Could you imagine if he was at the Garden? Could you imagine if Ja Morant was at Madison Square Garden every night?
Yeah.
Do you understand
He'd
how
live.
special that would be? And I'm telling y'all right now, I got Ja Morant as a top 2, top 3 MVP candidate right now.
Yeah.
Okay? Right in that conversation with Giannis. I'm going to throw Joel Embiid in there. Kevin Durant, obviously, and Steph Curry. Kevin Durant is going because of the injury. I had him at number 1. You were right. Steph Curry, fell off a little bit, but he could come back. But Ja Morant right now, look, I know Giannis is going to dominate everybody that's smaller and weaker. I get that. But what Ja Morant can do, Lord have mercy. I got to tell you, I can't sit up there and definitively say I'd rather have Giannis come playoff time at this moment because I don't know what the hell I'm going to see from Giannis.
Sounds like you're leaning to Ja. Where are you on this, Jay?
I love Ja. His game is ascending. I would agree with Stephen A. that he is top 3 in the MVP votes. It's not a question for me right now, though. I'm taking Giannis, and I'm not even thinking twice about it, S.A. I'm not. I mean, 50 points, 14 rebounds, 5 blocks in Game 6 of the NBA Finals. One of the most historic offensive performances we've seen in the history of the game.
Yeah.
I don't care if people want to knock and say that if Kevin Durant wore a size 16, they wouldn't have been there. They got there, and he performed. I've seen them do it. There is history. 2-time MVP, NBA Finals MVP, probably going to be Defensive Player of the Year this year again, and he was 2020.
I don't think that's going to happen.
All right, well, fine. He's in the conversation.
He's in the conversation.
He's in the conversation.
I'm a Draymond Green guy on that.
That's fine. I love seeing Ja Morant ascend. He is a beast. I just know what the hell I'm going to get with Giannis when the playoffs come around. I know what I'm going to get.
Fair.
And if anybody wants to use the situation about, well, the free throw line, I'm like, I'm not having the ball in crunch time in Giannis' hands. I'm having it in Chris Middleton's hands to make some decisions, and Giannis will attack the rim.
Right. But that right there is where we have to crystallize this conversation. Because you said, I'm not having the ball in his hand.
But you're talking about one aspect of the game. I'm talking about defensively. I'm talking about all the game together, Stephen A.
That's fair. That's fair. I guess what I'm saying to you is this. What I'm seeing from Ja Morant has me fantasizing. Because remember, it ain't like he showed up in the playoffs last year and wilted beneath the pressure.
They beat Golden State.
I mean, but he answered the call.
Yes.
Is what I'm trying to say. In terms of his performance. And we know how spectacular he can be. And we see his game evolving even more to the point right now. Like, for example, we got, I got a vote and, all-star starters and stuff like that. Steph Curry's a given. And then they say CP3. Well, I'm not sure. What about Ja Morant? What about Ja Morant?
He has career highs in every category right now.
I'm just saying, CP3 is sensational. Sensational. I'm just saying. But you see what I'm saying? But Ja Morant, there's an unknown element about Ja Morant that can elevate you to a point where you're saying, like, everybody move the hell out the way. This brother has arrived.
Oh, I agree.
It's possible that come playoff time, we might be saying that about this brother.
See, but you're using words like possible.
That's fair.
You're using things like I don't know, but
remember,
I agree with you. It's trending in that direction.
But remember, when you look at Giannis, and I'm not taking anything away from him, he was phenomenal.
Oh, but you're about to.
I'm saying to you is this. DeAndre Ayton, relatively young, but also minimal help. Saric goes down. He's injured. Don't give me Frank Kaminsky. He was a big man playing against boys compared to him in terms of his motor, his size, his strength, everything that you bring to the table. He was the big man on campus, and you knew it. And what I find myself saying is, well, what if it ain't like that? What if you got some men in that post area I'm saying that turns you, collectively speaking, that turns you.
I know. I'm asking like
more of a perimeter.
What's an example?
I'm talking about a team.
Is there any player that can turn him into a perimeter player?
No player, but I think schematically, from a team perspective, you can neutralize the things that made him effective against Phoenix in that Game 6, and that's what I don't know if you have an answer for Ja Morant. I don't know if you have an answer.
Well, no one had an answer for the Bucks last season. I know there was a lot of injuries, but that's a true story. That's the true story, though. They didn't have an answer for Giannis. He proved some things.
I respect the hell out of Milwaukee, but they ain't in no damn conference finals if Kyrie don't get hurt. They ain't no damn conference finals if Kyrie don't get hurt.
Is that something positive about Kyrie that you said today? I'm just gonna.
Don't worry.
Put that in my pocket.
We're talking about Kyrie later.